Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We are now once again in front of this Fiat 500. For those that have been following my channel, I had been doing misfire diagnostics on this Fiat 500 I think 2 months before, if not 3 months. So for a bit of context, this Fiat 500 got a misfire on I think cylinder 1. In my previous video, I actually swapped this coil, I swapped the spark plug inside, and also I even removed this fuel injector one by one to do a diagnostic to make sure the fuel injector was doing okay. But the misfire is still happening. So I mean, again, on the cylinder 1. So today I think I need to continue the investigation. To be honest, I'm not a mechanic, so I don't know what I'm doing. The few things that I know right now is that I'm pretty sure, I'm quite sure the fuel injector is doing okay, because I actually also swapped this injector, I remember. And then so the fuel was good. Two things that I need to make sure now is the air and also the spark. Well, actually the spark should be fine because I also swapped the spark, so it is the air and like the compression. So yeah, so that's why, like, you see here, like, you know, I got the airbox removed, I got this connector removed. For those that actually know want to know how to remove this, you can look into my previous videos. I'm not going to repeat here because it's just a waste of everyone's time. So because last time I actually confirmed, well, relatively confirmed, that the fuel injector and also the spark plug, the coil, should be doing its job. So today, at least I want to rule out the compression, see if it is the compression causing this issue, because the compression in the engine could affect how fuel burn, how it pressurized the system, and then like how it affect the warmth of the engine. So I want to make sure they all align. So what I'm going to do is I need to remove this coil, the spark plug inside. At the same time, I also need to remove the fuel pump relay. The fuels, I think, is this guy here, right? By the way, before that, I also disconnect the battery. I think before I remove all these things, just for sake of safety, to avoid anything got triggered accidentally. So yeah, I got this disconnected. Alright, so we can see all this spark plug coil was not removed, and for now we will see if we can fit this compression test kit. It was not sponsored. I bought it myself, like, but it's good to share, like, you know, this is the simple kit that I use, I guess, for standard. So I just do a measurement. I guess this head here, like basically like this one of this head here, should fit. So I will just align the thread here to make sure the size align. What I'm going to do is I need to fit this thing into the hole and then attach this compression gauge, and we can start from there. Right, I think we got this all hooked up, and this is tight, but not like super tight. It's tight enough to hold this thing, but like you don't want that to be over tightened. Otherwise, if it snap, it means that it's going to be a disaster to get this undone. So yeah. So earlier I got the fuel pump fuse removed so that the fuel pump will not be activated. We don't want the fuel to be injected to the engine block at this time of the test. And then the next thing that I want to do is I want to make sure the battery is healthy, because otherwise it just cannot crank, right? So yeah, it should be fine. So not great, but should be sufficient to do the test. We just do like fuel ignition, fuel cranking, and then each of a cylinder we do 5 rounds, 6 rounds. So yeah. Right, I think we are all set to run the test. To be honest, I'm a bit nervous. It's my first time. I don't know what will happen. I think it should be fine. It won't be causing any disaster, right? But still a bit nervous. One thing that I want to mention is the photo. Based on the research that I found, has to be 100%. Like basically, it should be flooring, because we want to open maximum air to the engine. So but yeah, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to float to that thing to the floor, and then like try to do ignition for a few times, like I think 5 or 6 times. So yeah, let's see. Alright, so this is the result that I have right now for all these 4-cylinder. So first of all, based on the research that I found, the compression, the PSI on this cylinder, the healthy range should be 150 to 200. I don't know if that's correct. I still need to do some more research, but that was the very quick result that I found. And then another thing that I want to call here, well, actually you guys can also notice this, is that the reading is decreasing. So but anyway, what I would take here is that first of all, the pressure on one is not significantly lower than the others. And then I'm thinking any possible reason for that reading keep decreasing, because for tests that I perform, I did the same thing. I photo the whatever I mean, a floor that photo, do a I think 7 round or 8 round of that cranking, but then they're like decreasing. One thing that I thought could be causing this would be this battery reading. So basically, like what I noticed right now is that the battery here, if I do a test, it will give me like a 11.8 readings instead of like 12 something something. Let me show. So I hope you can see it's 11.8, which is not good enough, I would say. It did drop from 12.2 to whatever that it has right now. So I think that will actually affect the test based on the research that I did. I should have charged the battery, making a little bit higher, say like I don't know, 12.6 or 12.5, so that it can sustain for that test. But yeah, for God's sake, I didn't. Yeah, whatever. But on the other hand, because I didn't use this car for a long time, right? So the battery can actually be drained a little bit, and they may not be that healthy right now. So yeah. But anyway, I would assume that voltage drop actually affect the result that we saw here. So putting that voltage drop thing aside, I think at least looking at this reading here, I would say the cylinder 1 is not the main problem here. Well, you can say that this result just didn't reflect accurate result, but yeah, I mean, at least like it's just not the lowest here. So for sure I can do another test, but then for now I would just assume cylinder 1 is fine. And what I'm going to do next, I do have a very lovely comments from one of you guys. First of all, thank you very much, saying that it could be the ECU here that acting up. It is just famous for this engine to have this problem. So so I probably need to send this guy for inspection. But before that, I also want to make sure the air flow is doing fine, because what I noticed was that it started happening after I cleaned this guy up. So maybe I need to make sure there isn't any leak here, which it means that I need I don't know, some smoke test here. So actually I think I should just do another run to get a better figure, or at least like just to make sure the figures I collect was correct. So I disconnect the battery, I gave it a full charge, so now it's reading a little bit better. So I think it's like, so it's now doing 12.6 something. So definitely definitely better than before. So I'm just going to do another round of compression test just to get some figures. And this time I'm going to do it from the 4, 3, 2, 1, so that, I mean, just to give me the best result of this side. So alright, I did the test across all these cylinders, and I think this result is definitely much better than last time, because the battery here still got quite a bit of juice after all these tests. And one thing that I noticed was that well, first of all, like you see the like, so this is the last time, right? This is the second time. And then cylinder 4, I suspect I did something wrong. Maybe I didn't tighten that thing in the first place, so the number was a bit off, so I retested it. But then, I mean, it's better than last time, but still, like, I don't know, it's not the best. But anyway, it's still like within the range. I think like there's some difference, but it's like 10% of differences. So I don't know, like I also may need to figure out, like, is it actually this size, is it really number 4, or maybe it's just number 1? I don't know, like maybe it's, then if it's number 1, then maybe I also need to swap this thing and see if that actually makes any difference here, because I only swapped this guy but I didn't swap this guy. So maybe another thing that I can try. Yeah, right. But anyway, it seems that the cylinder, the compression was doing okay, which I think I need to test something else for now. So this is a bit frustrating because like if you watch the part 1 of this video, right, I already like test the coil, the spark plugs, the fuel injector, whatnot, and I think, you know, I tested quite a lot of things already. So I mean, down the road, what else I can test? Maybe I can test the air intake, so make sure there isn't any leak. And yeah, that's why I bought this kit here. Right, so you can see this is a smoke leak detector, right? I also got this baby oil because I need some baby oil to make it work. So right, so let's unbox this and see what I have here. So have to be honest, I was a bit confused on how to use this thing because the user manual didn't actually cover anything about how to connect all these holes. So, but one thing that I'm pretty sure is this guy here, this connection here should go here. The smoke output, based on what this machine say here, so this guy should either go to here or here. So I think it really depends on where you want this thing to be jammed in. So because like you can see that there is like an output here, right? And I think if I connect this guy to here, then no, this is still very confusing. So right, yeah, I don't know, like but anyway, like I guess I probably just use this guy because it seems to be able to fit into the hole a little bit better than that guy. I don't know, I need to try it out. But yeah, this, you know, the plan that I'm going to have. And this guy here, right, so I need to connect this to this port here and then get it from the car battery, which I just measured, right, it's still got like 12.4 leash, which is sufficient, I believe. So but anyway, so before we can start using this smoke detector, right, so we have to top up the oil, which is said is 20 ml for the first time use. So I just undone this screw here, right, and I also got a bottle here. I think I just fill in like 20 ml from this very new baby oil and then just top it up. I think it's more than enough, so I probably won't get in all, but yeah. As you can see now, we got this hooked here, we got the battery connected here, right? It got a power, so it is on. You probably hear some noise coming from this machine. I also hook up this this guy here. I don't know if it actually like can well, actually, like, oh, alright, this is interesting. So if I push this guy, like, so make it tight enough, the gauge here will actually increase because it detects the pressure. So so what I'm going to do is, like, I need to set up my camera and then turn on this guy, because I actually need to push this thing in to make sure the pressure is enough, and then we can observe if there are any leak coming from this area, which is the intake, the inlet manifold, because well, let me disconnect the battery first because it's too noisy. So right, before we actually start the testing, I think I should explain what I think, how it will work, right? So imagine like I still have an air box here where it's all connected. The air will go through here all the way to the air filter box, and then got cleaned up, and then like going through this throttle. So when I step on the throttle, this will open, allow the air to circulate to the engine. So what I want to test is, I want to see if there's any leak coming from the joint between this inlet to the engine block here. Because what happened is, like, if there's a leak, maybe there isn't sufficient air, like, or maybe the air ratio is wrong, so that will affect that misfire, that will may cause that misfire. I don't know. I just want to make sure and rule out this potential, which, I mean, if it is the case, then I will have a big trouble, because removing this inlet manifold is going to be a disaster, which I very much want to avoid. But anyway, I will test it. So I think I will just well, another thing that I want to mention is the photo here, right? Because we want to make sure the photo is open. So I have some brick, some block here, like it's not like full open for now, but should be sufficient for that thing. So I have that step on that thing, so it should be open. Well, actually, I don't know, do I need to turn on the car, because it's controlled by electric, I guess. So oh, I disconnect the battery. So well, but anyway, let's see, like, you know, maybe the air will find a way to go through that area. If not, then I know that I need to fix something else. But anyway, so actually I will connect the battery, because I want to make sure the photo will open. I don't know, will it actually open? I don't know, but I mean, just make sure the setup is right. So I now need to push this thing so that the pressure will go up. So let me also show this here, right? If I push this guy, the pressure will go up, and then if I start, it's going to inject some smoke to the system, and we will see like how that play out. Oh, actually, does it? Well, actually, you can see there is some smoke. I'm just thinking, will there be any smoke? So there's just a lot of smoke. I think I need to fix that. I don't know if you can see it. There's still a lot of smoke. So well, I think I actually inject quite a bit of smoke, but it probably didn't pass through this system. I don't know if this was the photo didn't open or was not, but right, I don't know, like, but yeah, I don't see any smoke coming from here. So but anyway, I'm going to give another try. All right, so now I reconnect this thing, so the pressure is there. So let me get more smoke in. So obviously there are a lot of smoke coming from here, because I cannot seal this thing. So what I can do is I cover by my hand, so that it won't affect the test that we have here. So what I'm going to do is, like, I want to make sure there's no smoke coming from this area, this engine bay area. So at this point, I obviously don't quite see it, so I'll just let it run for a while, like, yeah. So actually, I don't know if you can see it, the engine here does have some smoke coming out on this number 3 cylinder. So you can see it. Can you see that? I don't quite see it on number 4. It's all on number 3, but this guy didn't have I mean there isn't any misfire record by this guy here. So, and what it means is, I think this is a good indication that the smoke that's go through the throttle body, go through the inlet manifold, and go to the engine bay for now. Otherwise, we won't able to see it on the cylinder 3 like this. And well, I don't think there are a whole lot, but there are some. So yeah. But anyway, So what we can conclude right now is the inlet manifold should be fine because we don't see obvious smoke on this area. What we see is just the cylinder 3 here, which it didn't has any misfire capture by the system, by the ECU. So yeah, anyway, I think we can say that we can finish this smoke test. I think it's gonna be interesting when I undone this, like when I pull this guy out. It's gonna be a lot of smoke, I believe. No, not really. Yeah, the smoke. Okay. Anyway, but yeah. So good. We confirmed that there isn't any leak on this inlet manifold. God, what else can I try? Alright, so you can see I put back all this thing, like because I actually running out of ideas what else I can look into, like why you suddenly want to do misfire. So I would very much love to take it for a test drive, but then like this car is due for MOT, so you can see like I actually trying to work on this thing as well. But anyway, like if I can fix that thing, I will take it for a test drive. So there's actually one watcher, like reader, whatever, I don't know how to subscriber, I don't know how to call it, but yeah, I mean someone comment that it could be the ECU. So I may need to send this ECU for inspection if it is really the case. I don't know if there's like a cheaper way to do that, because this means like it's going to be like a few £100s of work, which I'm not sure, like do I want to spend that money, to be honest. But maybe just for like a discovery purpose or like fact finding purpose, it may worth it. But anyway, so just now I also started the car. Let me show you. So it just starts. It doesn't show any misfiring at the moment, but I don't know, maybe it will be similar to previously, right? So I drive the car, like I mean the misfire come back when I drive the car, and I don't know why. But anyway, so there are other things that I have been thinking, because I also replaced the crankshaft sensor in my previous diagnostic, the crank but no start diagnostic. So I'm thinking maybe I need to do some phonic will learn. So usually there should be an option in here, but in my case, because it's like 2008 Fiat, which is very old, so it doesn't really have that option here. So it's all these options have nothing to do with that sensor adjustment. So right, I don't know, like, you know, I look into this parameter, see if there's anything that I can look into. I don't really see, so I don't know what else I can look into. Like yeah, I mean it's very I know it's not super encouraging, but at least like you can see like what I try. Like if you I don't hope that you guys have the same experience with this misfiring, because it's very annoying to find the reason. But if you did, like I hope maybe the way that I did that will show you how you can try. So what else you can try. So but yeah, this is what I have here. I'm not sure if it is the end of the video, to be honest, like because I still want to see what else I can try. If it is the end of the video, I very much thank you for watching this video, and I hope you found something useful. If you didn't subscribe, please, it would be really great if you can subscribe. I also got some Autodoc coupon in my description, also like top cashback if you're in the UK. That would really help, you know, support my life in running all this video. Was not, but again, thank you very much. I hope you have a great summer or whatever that's coming. So take care. Cheers.